Hey, today I'm going to do a quick review of the Flybird heavy duty adjustable bench and the finer form FID multifunctional bench here. Show you the pros and cons of each of them and overall which one I prefer. So I've had these both for about 2 months, same amount of time, and I'm going to be talking about all the different features of them. So let's first start with the Flybird. This bench is heavy, it's about 50 pounds, and it's got this nice pad here that's super thick, and I love this material that it's made of too. Kind of has this little bit of a grip to it, so it's another cool thing that I really like about it. Has 6 different adjustments for the back position, and basically you lift it up and you lift up this part and you can go ahead and adjust it like so. It's just a little bit I needed to loosen that up a little bit. It's kind of hard to adjust, but this thing is very sturdy and solid. Then you have 3 positions for the actual seat itself. So you lift up the seat and then you could just push it back. I typically use one of the most inclined. So like this one right here is one of the most inclined position because I do a lot of incline work with this and do a lot of pressing. And the good thing about having a seat inclined is you're not gonna slide down and slip down off of it. This also has wheels, but the wheels aren't super great in my opinion. So you can move it around, but I will say that the wheels kind of get stuck, and I'll show you it compared to the other one. They kind of get stuck more on things. So they're like really small, whereas the finer form moves around a lot easier. It's got a little bit of a nicer wheel, and so that's one of the things I like about this one. Now let's go ahead and talk about the finer form. This one has a lot more features to it, lots that you can do with it. First thing is this pad here that you can do a lot of exercises with, which I'll show you, such as good mornings, like any hamstring stretches, and there's a bunch of different adjustments as well. I believe there's 6 of them, so you can adjust it to the different heights. You can also remove the pad completely and pull it out. And then you also have 4 different positions for this footrest or foot pad. And then you have some feet positions for when you're doing those hamstring stuffs that I'm gonna show you. And this one also has 7 different positions with these incline positions. And then once you go down to, you can go down completely to the flat position, and you can also do a decline if you just put this all the way up and you lay it down flat. Now when you're going to the flat position, there's another thing to keep in mind. There's this piece here that I'm going to show you that you pull on this pin here and it pops out like so. Now this piece you're going to go ahead and put down. Let me show you. Once I get it down to the flat position like so, you're going to go ahead and use this to set it into there to give it more stability. So it kind of lines up like that, and it goes connected to the head position. That's going to keep it a lot more stable overall. Now for this one as well, you have 3 different positions for the seat. I usually typically keep it on an incline just because I'm doing a lot of incline work with it. But now I'll show you what I was talking about earlier with like the good mornings, hamstring stuff. You basically put your feet in this position and then you lean up against these pads. And what I typically do is hold on to some type of weight, like a 10-pound plate or 25-pound plate. And then you go lean forward and go up. And that's gonna work your hamstrings a lot. It feels really good. And it's a great way to stretch as well before you have leg day. Now let me show you what the wheels actually look like. So you lift it up one-handed and then show you how easy it is to move around. So I really like these wheels on it. I think that's probably one of the better things than the Flybird. But overall, I think they're both great options. I use them both a lot. But I will say for lifting heavy, doing a lot of heavy lifting, I use this Flybird the most. So I will say my preferred choice is a Flybird, but you can't go wrong with either.